Good evening and welcome to another hobby hangout. Just adjusting lights in because that's better. Yes, how is everybody? How are we doing? What's up in the world where you are? Are we all groovy? These are important questions that need to be answered, and only you can answer them. I hope you've all been having a good week. I've successfully managed to get my car through its MOT today, so I'm feeling a lot less stressed than I was before today. So that's always good, in my opinion. And organising stuff. Yes, right. Judge first, well done. I'm painting in a hotel. Feel like crap. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not unwell, are you? Or just, 3-hour drive there and all that shenanigans of mucking about. I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. It's never good. So, sorry, my drink's talking to me. I was sorting out my model kits for Dystopian Wars yesterday, where I've been working on multiple projects, and like the Signs of Jutland, the Abydos, the Shanmadale recently, as well as doing the Victory and Britannia for the Crown Forces. I was going through my Crown stockpile, and I've put together all the sprues that I have available for ships. So at the moment, that's not a full one. It's not a full one. No. Sorry. Because you do get a lot of ships in these battle fleet kits that are available. So I've got 4 sprues of frontline cruisers, which come with the Caliburn. So Caliburn Corvette, I think. So frigate, sorry. So this is a frontline sprue. So you've got your cruisers here. So this will make several of the heavier types of cruisers. And you've got your Caliburn frigates here. So they're the smallest ship that the Crown currently has for their operations. So you've got different various like prow and stern sections, different front sections as well, because obviously depending on what ship you're going to build, you've got the options there. So we've got 4 of these with the Caliburns on, and then I'll put them back in. I've got 5 of these. So these are the support squadrons. So the ships, the ships that you can build from here are basically the Hotspur carrier, some support carrier. You've also got the, just about to see it there, this is the barrel of the Tyrannus mortar for the Agincourt support frigate, support cruiser. So basically it has an extreme range naval mortar called a Tyrannus naval mortar. And you also can make the a missile boat, basically, which called the Athelstan. So I have no Athelstans at the moment. I've already got two, what do you call them? Two Agincourts, and I've got one Hotspur, because I've lost a Hotspur somewhere. Where? I don't know where. It's disappeared. And I was just making sure. I thought, oh, I thought they might have been exactly the same as the heavier cruisers, but they're not. These are higher. So, yes. So I've got 4 of the front line. I've got 5 of the auxiliary, of the support sprues. And these are the Excalibur. Emmanuel, full of cold, bad back, and like, bloody hell, you've got it all. And you're meant to be doing a talk tomorrow as well. Jesus, I hope you you get through it, and soon. You don't deserve it, and I won't be too loud. I'll behave your ears. And hey, Stuart, nice looking sprues. Yes, they are very nice looking sprues. As I said, I've got 4 frontline, 5 support squadrons. I've also still got 2 of the sort of aerial squadrons. So the Prodane, the Saxon, 2 Saxons, and a Tintagel there. So that's all my crown. Well, I say all my crown because I've also got some of these left over, because I was taking off weapons for other ships, so I've still got some more Caliburns. So another 6 Caliburns there. So I've got plenty of ships in that respect. At present, I haven't gone down the route of the Canadians and their ships, but I'm sure I'll get there at some stage, as well as any other of the other ships that might be coming out. Now I'll be standing and teaching folks for 7 hours. Kill me now. Oh. Can you go in drunk? Does that help? It might make time dilate and make it easier for you. But yeah, so I've been busy in the last couple of weeks. The Scions of Jutland have been amazing. I absolutely loved them. And getting the whole battle fleet done in a week was actually pretty. I was impressive on my own standards. But I'm going to go with the support today, because I need to get some more carriers at least. So out of the 5 sprues I've got, I'll probably do another 2 of these. I'll probably do 2 Athelstan and 1 more Agincourt. For the Tyrannus naval mortar is just a really awesome weapon. I just like the idea. There's like a big Bertha gun sticking out the deck, and then just like bombarding with different types of ammunitions as well, which is always fun. We like different types of ammunitions. So get these going. Do have the handy dandy instructions on how to build these things, because I haven't built a Hotspur for ages, and fairly straightforward. Once you've got the basics down. I've used the Hotspur. I've only had 1 game so far up at Wayland Games, and I took the Gloriana because I wanted to use a Dreadnought, in the sort of the game, and I had a Hotspur as its sort of an attached unit to it. It got its squadron off. The science feature in next year's campaign books. I get painted. I've already painted them. I've painted them. I got them sent out because Warhost type thing. So I literally, as soon as I got them, because I didn't realise, because I'm still learning all the bits to this game, because I was interested in it for a while, and then it was Phil Tozer had started playing with a friend of ours, Paul, and he was talking about it, and I thought, oh yeah, I like the sound of it, and yeah, I like the look of the ships as well. And I was just listening to a Second World War podcast called We Have Ways that Al Murray does with James Holland, and they were doing a show on the Royal Navy, and I was so sort of like in the zone with naval warfare, and I thought I had to go with the Crown. I did have some flirtations. I went with the Crown, but with the Scions, I didn't realise that they were a mercenary unit as such that anybody can take, and yeah, that's just lit a fire. So I got on with that post haste. The Einhaarjars, which I probably murdered in the pronunciation. I really liked working on them, and the Valhalla. I did mine as a Valhalla fast dreadnought with the little mini subs. Then Odin and Thor, and Fenrir, which I believe is the best model in the range. That's my bold statement there. The Fenrir is the best because it's just one sprue. It's one sprue. It's just one model. That's it. Bosh. Because that's the only one so far I've had, which is the one piece wonder. Though I did notice with them that they got escorts with their, because obviously you can buy escorts for your big ships, and yeah, I think the Crown don't have any escorts as yet, so hopefully that will happen at some point. Some escort counters or ships, sorry, because the Independents also got little escorts as well, I think, from what I remember. Alright, 9:10. Yeah, with my recent posting up of my Crown fleet on Instagram yesterday, the Gloriana is just such a lovely ship. It's just sweet as anything. Just the size, the disposition. You know, I just love. It's that whole battleship thing where you just look at it and go, "Yeah, that's a ship that's going to hurt people." And the whole Guardian generators as well on top of that, which is a really interesting thing with this whole system, because it's really, really, really good. How you can get your sort of naval combat itch well and truly scratched. Already booked up to attend the Stepping Wars game at Hockley, the Wayland Game Centre in December. Still haven't decided what I'll be taking. Though Scions do have their claws in me at the moment. It's really nice ships. Although I did have issue with the Odin, because I was getting confused. Even reading the instructions, I was getting confused. The 4, on the other hand, went together like a piece of cake. But yeah, I really cool looking, sleek looking vessels. You know, Wolves of the Sea in order, as it says their rules are. So definitely something to be enjoying. Getting onto a battle. You can't call it battlefield, can you? Battle space. And unleashing them. Their fury generators. Rushing them up and engaging in boarding actions. And who doesn't like that? So, sorry for the scratchiness, but obviously I need to clean these little rough bits off so it all glue together nicely. Oh, the Abydos, which I painted up last week, that was a really nice kit. The Egyptians faction of the Sultanate were definitely got a really cool aesthetic to them, and yeah, I love the thing I love about these kits is the ability to actually, you know, do several different ships out of one sprue, and having the options to do that, which worked really, really well. I misunderstand. Where's the stand? Did I cut it off? No, I didn't cut it off. There it is. Forgot it's a two-parter. My drink is fizzing away there. Just reminded me it's there. I'm also playing differently from normal streams. Playing, it's actually I think it's a 40k themed music thing, about 2.5 hours long. So gonna work. Laying down the keel. Oh, that's upside down. It's not good. Well done. They do go together ever so well. Which, when you've been like working with other models for so long, it makes a nice change. think as well with this game, you've got something for everyone really. So many different options with your choice of fleets, because it's not just straightforward, oh, it's just one faction, because when you get little sub factions as well, which add something more to the whole bargain. Definitely one of the easier. Well, most of these ships are actually fairly straightforward to do. I think the one that I've not struggled, the one that took the longest to actually build was the Jamadao, the Sky Fortress for the Empire, because it's like 4 bastions that you have to make, the Sky Bastions, and then you've got the connecting parts to do the central bit, and then you do that, and it's like that big, this thing. And then you've got all the little bits on top, the little side details as well. But again, it's an impressive kit. Once you've got that all together, it's really quite impressive. You get onto its little flying base. It's like, wow. A bit of group. And so far with our little group, we've got about 8 people now. So it's not bad going. It's obviously just getting regular games, because some of them do live away from the Essex side of things. Definitely got to do some more practice games before this event, because otherwise I'm going in there with little to no chance of actually getting anywhere. There's my hot spur. There's my hot spur. That's those 2 bits there. So this is the little hangar section on the flight deck. Yeah, so apologies for being a little bit later today, but I had to participate in a admin meeting for the Titan Owners Club, because next week is our our main walk, which is happening in Northampton, along with greetings from the warp. So there's a lot that goes into these sort of events, so just finalising a few extra details and stuff for the game over the weekend. 2 days of massed Titan warfare. What else could you possibly want? I would like some glue. Glue would be nice. That little hangar section. I've just got to get the 13. So this is the bridge. That's good. That's going in on top. So bridge section. So these last bits done. Other than that is one Hotspur class light carrier. So not long at all, really. So that. So you've got little broadsides here, and you've got his torpedo tubes at the front here, which I only realised as I was flicking through the Victory book. They've actually got some like data sheets sort of thing. So yeah, so you've got your broadsides and you've got your torpedo salvos there, which your torpedoes are, you know, extreme ranged and very handy dandy for shooting things at extreme range. They've got a lovely aesthetic, these things. So these are the old type. I don't know if they're, well, I'm assuming the new type Excaliburs, because they've changed the kits recently, where the smaller ships had fixed. These are like cannon turrets there. But the newer ones, well, definitely with the Caliburn. The Caliburn has a little section there, and the turrets are separate. So the cannons actually look more cannony. Okay. So obviously, aesthetically, it's better looking. But you can also get on some of the sprues another torpedo turrets, because you can have torpedo turrets as well there. So not only have you got a torpedo salvo, but on certain ships you can actually have a torpedo turret as well. So it comes in handy to have more turrets of torpedoes on top of your other torpedoes, because you can lend your firepower to throw more dice. Now, you don't get the full dice allotment. You get there's a brackets number on. So if I show you, so you have point blank, you have closing, and then you have long range. So, well, if we're not, no, let's go for something else actually, for something that has torpedo turrets. So right, so Lancelot heavy cruiser, for example. So you've got a torpedo salvo. You can get torpedo turrets. So when you fire this, if it's in the same arc, you can then lend the. So if you was closing, you've got 7 dice normal, but then you've got 5 dice if you're doing a supportive shot. So your main one does 7, then you add the 5 dice from the turret, so you're rolling 12 dice. Now, the bonus of that, I say, well, but if I fire it separately, it's 7 and 7, that's 14. But you want to throw them together, because certain things, the more dice you throw at something, the more likely you're going to damage it. And plus, certain factions might have things like ablative armour. So, although you're rolling more dice, you're deducting off of those dice. So you're getting less. Whereas if you're throwing more at them, you're only taking off the 1 instead of 2 lots of deductions. You know what I mean? So, although you're rolling 14 dice in total, you're only basically going to be getting like the benefits of 10. Whereas if you're rolling 12, it's still 10, isn't it? I don't know. But no, it makes a difference. It it does make a difference. I keep telling myself that. But for example, the Lancelot has 2 forward gun mounts, so you could have 2 torpedo turrets and then add them onto the turret, so you'll be getting 17 dice, and 17 dice can do more damage, because the more damage you do, so once you beat the armor value on a ship, it takes like 1 critical, or it starts taking damage. So every time you beat that again, so if somebody had a damage total of damage rating of 6, and you rolled all your dice and you got 12, then you take 1 and 2 damage in that off of their whole value. But you've also got to beat what they call the Citadel. So it's like the armoured section sort of thing. And if you beat the Citadel score, which might be something on the Lancelot, for example, Citadel is 10. So its armour is 6. So you've done 12 damage, so that's 2 hull points. And if you beat the Citadel, you also get to do a critical effect. So you roll a separate dice, and that has consequences to their thing. So you might lock up their steering, so they can only travel forward, which could be a problem because they could plough into something. like an island or another ship on their side or something, you know, and that causes its own problems because then the enemy knows where it's going to be next turn because it can't do it anything because it can only go along until it can get rid of that effect, which is not going to happen. Not until later if you go to repairs stuff. So that has an effect, or you can you get panicked crews or magazine detonation, which is always fun, especially like if you've got a squadron going out and other ships are taking damage. Always good. More the merrier. But yeah, it's you want to be rolling lots of dice basically in one attack and hoping for the best. Because the dice gods can be fickle. Hey MZ, hello, how are you? So I just see you sneaking there. Oh, Excaliburs are the heavy destroyers of the Crown fleet. I've actually got quite. I've done. Yeah, I've already built 8. So that's like two full squadrons. I do get a bonus because obviously they have lighter weapons compared to the bigger ships. They can get a bonus when attacking bigger ships because obviously they don't have that much hull, so they can be taken out easier compared to big ships. It's the bonus of having big ships, really. What's people working on? Looking apart. Obviously, I know you're in your hotel room suffering at the moment, Nige. Are you actually doing hobby? I know you said you was taking it. did you? Oh, sorry. Ooh. Oh, they're pretty cool. That was what he was working on the other week, wasn't it? That skull mask. That's really cool. Nice. Hearted. Oh, ah. Ah. Dropping clippers. You've been wanting to do monochrome for a while. Didn't you do this samurai? That samurai game you done last year or year before? Weren't they in monochrome as well? I remember you talking about wanting to do something in monochrome. Still not got it. All your conquest is mono. So I'm just pop off the SRS token. I recently built the Sabre Command Cruisers. I've done 3 of them. So I've already got 2 Lancelot heavy cruisers. 2 Albion cruisers. Could or I could do another Lancelot, so that just rounds that unit off. Kind of rounds it off. But might do. Might not be able to. Oh no, I can do. I could do a Picton light cruiser. That's that done. You've got mono, and all are glorious. Got the new upcoming Blast. So the new upcoming starter set, Fortune and Glory, which has 2 mercenary forces, or like Union and Sultanate affiliated mercenary forces, with their sky ships and stuff. Looks a proper rad. Really annoying. I have not been able to find the missing Hotspur. Such a shame. Would help if I actually moved. All these done. Another hotspur. Going together really well. SRS token. Let's do Excaliburs. What's the scraping going on? But we have to do it in order to make sure it all fits nicely together. Hey Pete. Little sip. Hey buddy, what are you working on? Orcs, no doubt. We've got October offerings. A little squadron. I'm just going to have to check something on the old Orbat. Just finished my orc for the day, little rocket launcher boy. Nice. Dystopian factions. Crown. Orbat. I just want to look up something with the submarine side of things. Morgana. Well, I was build another one. I think Battlescribe has them on there. Obviously, with the Dystopian Wars website itself, you have all the information you need. So all the you just go onto the website and see all the order about battle, the all that section, so you can check out what all your ships can subs can do and all that sort of jazz. Apart from that, yeah, it's normally less. Download the files for Dystopian Wars Battlescribe. Sharp. That's the Morgana attack thump. Maybe it's Big Thor. Because this thing literally just comes along and just saws you and obviously torpedoes you. A la Captain Nemo. Really need to get my tiny ships built and start learning how to play. Yeah. You and me both. That's 2 sprues. Six models finished, so I'm calling it a night. Enjoy the rest of the session. Thank you very much, Nigel. I hope you feel better in the morning. Obviously, migraine can fuck off. Yes, but your little dudes were looking very cool, and they're in good hands. So, sweet dreams. Thank you for hanging out there. It's always nice to have you about. What did you say? That's 2 Hotspur support carriers to join the other Hotspur that I've already done. Like one of the first models I actually built was the Hotspur. Number 4 Excaliburs and a Morgana. 2 SRS tokens as well. Which, obviously with these, because you send over stacks, because you get lots of little bases, these little black bases, which I haven't got any in the box, so I can't show you. But this, you only get like one of these on this one type of sprue, like support sprue. So literally you just have to add the top of your stack, and then all your stacks of how many fighters are just added underneath and then deducted as they are whittled down by enemy anti-aircraft fire. Rob Walters, who with his Empire forces, he actually cut out the little aircraft and put them on little bit of pin and or metal sort of thing, so they were flying above the water. That boy's got talent. So, give you an idea on such like basic sort of rules for you super quickly. So, when you're looking at your ship and its stats, so for example, here's your little sort of stats here. So you have mass, so that's basically how big your ship is. Now before movement comes into play, the mass of your ship is indicative to like drift basically. So there's a drift move. So this Agincourt bombardment cruiser has a mass of 2, so that it can move forward 2. But then its speed is the amount of inches it can move. So let's move 2 inches or 2 sections on these little things here. So you drift for 2, and then you can move up to 7. Out of that, you can use 3 of them to do turns. So you use a turning thing. So as you move along, halfway across the ship, so you go 1, 2, 3 if need be, and then you've got 4 movement left to go forward, or up to 4 if you want. But that's what you can do with that. So when it comes to the next turn, for example, you do so 1, 2. What's the move? Port. 1, 2, 3. And then you can move forward another 2, so I could move up another 2 if I wanted to, don't have to. but that's just sort of what you can do with your movements, so it's very straightforward. Just moving mass of 2, drift 2. So you've got total move area of like 9 inches with mass 2. But it's all down to what type of ship you've got and all that jazz. And engine feel. These are a mass of 1, so they only drift 1, but then their speed, for example, is going to be a lot quicker. So their speed is 11. So, and they can have a turn limit of 8. So, wow, you can go like circles. You're very manoeuvrable. And obviously, if your over sort of movement is over 10 inches, which this has like a maximum of 12 inch, so you become obscured. So it's easier or harder for you to be shot. So it's only a minor sort of thing, but and the thing is with mass ones though, once their citadel's done, they're dead, basically. So yeah, if a critical will kill these outright. So even though they have a hull of 3, if their citadel rating, which is 9, is beaten in the damage, it's instantly destroyed. It doesn't take a critical damage. So that's something to worry about. So the nippy. But obscured is no exploding, so they don't get exploding dice then. See, I'm still learning. So that can actually help in the damage side of things. So, because if you get an exploding dice, basically, it's when you roll the equivalent of a 6, sort of thing. Because on the dice they have little symbols. So if you get a certain like symbol, which is actually the symbol for the game, the stable symbol, that's an exploding dice roll. So that does 2 damage, and you re-roll again. So if you roll lots of them, you're re-rolling lots. So you can amass, and that's what I was saying earlier on about combining your shots to be rolling more dice to increase the chances of more exploding results. Yeah, they can inflict exploding, but they don't suffer. But because they're put out of misery straight away. Glass. Probably going to order myself some more magnets, actually. underneath your starter set, Phil, should I build to the instructions, or is there anything else you recommend? I'm guessing you'll need to get more stuff to bring up to 1500 points. I think you're going to pick Enlighten, but Harry is going to with the other half. Tell Harry to build Kutsovs as their bread and butter, and as for Enlightened, I have different views on what makes them effective the most. Don't think going wrong with Lovelace. For Enlightened, I would look at a list that revolves around movement shenanigans, so Newtons, but I would seem to be in the minority with that line of thought. Personally, I think they're more reliable than Ted's, but as I don't have them, I can't say for defo. People think they're overpriced, but I would have some as my main unit. Cool. Have a starting point. I'll have to give you a shout. We need an intro game. They have an ability to pick up enemy ships and move them, potentially taking their battleship out of the game as it moves out of primary range, changes facing. Can take 2 or 3 turns to get back into the game. When you're only in 5 turns, it's pretty significant. Gaming shenanigans. So 11 ships. 2 airsiles. Do these last 2 calibers. So 6 Caliburn frigates, 4 Excalibur heavy destroyers, 1 Morgana assault submarine, 2 Hotspur support carriers, 2 SRS, which don't really count because no building. But yeah, so that now gives me 3 Hotspurs, 12 these dudes. That's 6. I think that's another. Check. 4. I think I've only got 4 Caliburns built. Yeah, only had 4 Caliburns built. So 12 Excaliburs, 10 Caliburn, 3 Hotspur, 6 Morganas, but that's one of them is included as the Nautilus, so that's a separate one anyway. And I've got another couple of them because you can have them in like squadrons of up to 3. So I've got a couple more to do. I've got 1, 2, 3. So there's another 3 in there. So that's going to be 8 total. Number 6 destroyers as well. Another 8 Caliburn. Quite a few in total. But I need to get hold of some more magnets for them because I've used up so many 3x2 magnets already for magnetizing weapons. Now these do also magnetizable. That's going to make it interesting. Oh no, there's more Caliburns. Another 4 there. So a lot more Caliburns. Oh well. Right. But I think that will be it for this evening. Really start again tomorrow. But yeah, there might not be a stream this Saturday because I have to do daddy duties and picking the children up from parties. So, and again, we don't know how long my daughter will last at a party. So, like, first sort of teenage party that she's going to. So yeah, I don't know. I might be on late. Depends on how it all pans out. I will update at various places, and if you're about, I'll be about. Hopefully, but until Saturday, I don't know. The next Wednesday will be back to normal time. The following Saturday there won't be a stream because that is the Titan Owners Club main walk that weekend, so I'll be away to Northampton for walking of Titans. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you on Saturday. If not, I'll see you on Wednesday. But happy hobbying no matter what you're doing, and and we'll see you all then. So take care, take it easy, and happy hobbing. See you later.